Champions of the Future shifted, kick-started with the KZ category in their time qualifying. Mattéo Spirgel of France putting in a superb time and putting it on pole position for the qualifying heats ahead.
I found the perfect gap on track behind my teammate. And with the team we did a mega job, but it's good, but now we have to continue on this way for the rest of the weekend.
And would go on to take two of those qualifying heat wins ahead of Jean Nomblot and Adrian Malheiro in the first qualifying heat, where Danilo Albanese unfortunately DNF from the second row of the grid. The second heat would be a similar story, Mattéo Spirgel on the top spot, but this time Danilo Albanese would split the two Frenchmen with Jean Nomblot rounding out the top three. Heat 3 would be another different story. Jean Nomblot this time would beat his fellow teammate, Mattéo Spirgel, who would come in second place ahead of Giuseppe Palomba after a very dramatic third heat with Senna Van Walstijn crashing and Danilo Albanese going away with a post-race penalty. But the top five at the end of the KZ category would be Mattéo Spirgel from Jean Nomblot, Adrian Malheiro and Giuseppe Palomba, Lorenzo Travisanutto ahead of their superheats. The first finals day for the Champions of the Future in 2025 for the shifter classes, and in KZ it was all down to the superheat, and once more Mattéo Spirgel became undefeated in this one, taking the win by nearly 4 seconds from Senna Van Walstijn and Giuseppe Palomba. Viktor Gustafsson would also have a good superheat as well, gaining 6 places to finish inside the top 4 as they were heading to their final, with Mattéo Spirgel, Jean Nomblot, Giuseppe Palomba and Senna Van Walstijn rounding out the top 4 as they went to their final. We get 3, 4 red lights are out, we're racing in KZ down the hill towards turn number 1, and it's already been squeezed off the track there. Has the likes of Jorge Pescador, but it gets back into position. Palomba all over the grass there as well as he gets squeezed backwards into around 5th place now. Jean Nomblot's gone down to around P3 as Van Walstijn's gone through. So his fellow teammate who started right behind him managed to get the jump through T1. Through the chicane they go then. It's relatively spread out at the front as they all exit, but still looking quick. Pedro Hiltbrand having a brilliant run in this one. He's there in 7th place now. He's looked absolutely rapid on that opening lap. He went purple in Sector 1 and in Sector 2, and he was the fastest over the speed trap as well at 116 kilometers an hour over the start-finish line. Under investigation is Mr. Hiltbrand for potentially cutting the circuit there, and that is quite an interesting one. And that puts them a little backwards in the order, but they fight through nonetheless, as Gustafsson has now found his way past Giuseppe Palomba. So Palomba now down into P5. Now can Gustafsson close in on the 3 drivers up ahead? You can still see Nomblot is there, checking over the shoulder. And is out now 2 laps down, so not sure what happened to him. Adrian Malheiro as well, still holding strong into P10, but down the inside, well, once more, it is Hiltbrand on the charge. As he is under investigation, he needs to gain those positions. Pescador losing another one there. That is another one. Daniel Vasile now getting through, and now he's got Cristian Bertuca right behind him as well. Could Bertuca find a way past the Spaniard, who seems to be fading at this point? The driver who started P7 on track, now finding himself dropping down near to the back of this group. And all the meanwhile, constantly feeding on that one as down the inside, the gap is there and there's contact. And out of the race goes Giuseppe Palomba. And that was the likes of Cristian Bertuca trying to go down the inside. Daniel Vasile trying to get that move done. First you see the overtake here from the likes of Pedro Hiltbrand. Then he tries to go down the inside as well. Just completely drives over the top of it. It was actually the front wheels that made contact first. Back straight for Mattéo Spirgel, who now can, well, I think relax at this point. He's had no real drama in this race, as he just needs to think, checker flag, and it's all done for him across the line. It is Mattéo Spirgel who takes the win at the end of a very busy weekend for the Champions of the Future in the KZ class. Mattéo Spirgel, Senna Van Walstijn and Jean Nomblot stand on that top step of the podium. The 3 teammates ready for the 2025 season ahead.